Hey you guys, I am NanoMango, and I am absolutely freaking out right now. So, first of all, it's not exactly new news that the new picture on the ScottGames.com website is up, but it is a big surprise, the hidden things that not many people have found. So, obviously the first thing to notice is that there's freaking, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... freaking, I'm guessing they're Biddy Bab animatronics, and I'll get on to why I think that they are Biddy Bab, or they are Biddy Babs, I guess, Biddy Babies, in a second, but I just want to say that they look freaky as heck. I checked this at about 12:30 in the morning, last night, this morning-ish, and they freaked me out. I couldn't sleep easily after that. So, why I think that they are the Biddy Bab, first of all, is because there's already Baby, but one of my theories is that they are being controlled by Baby. So think back to Five Nights at Freddy's 4 when I guess now they're called Freddles, the little tiny mini Fredbear monster plushies. They would slowly gather on the bed, and once they were gathered into a group of, 4, Fredbear would attack you. And so I think that this could be a potentially more scary version, because these guys look like they are ready to attack as well. They don't look like the mini Fredbears that much, and these guys do have the opening faces, which is absolutely terrifying. But, even more than that, if you look in the top right corner, and I didn't make this up, all I did was brighten it. I brightened all of the darker areas of the screen, and look at what's above. The first one that you can see both eyes on the right. Look directly above his head, and if you brighten the image, there is Baby. And she is just hovering over these guys with the scariest look on her face. Really, Baby's face is absolutely terrifying. It's more terrifying to me, honestly, when you only see her face rather than see the rest of her, because she's not exactly the most terrifying, but when you just see her face, it's freaky, and this is the case here. So, also to notice, there are balloons everywhere. These, yeah, so this could be a representation of Balloon Boy, in a really strange, creepy way. That's a mini theory, little nugget in there for you guys. But the big theory here has to do with the text on the website itself. So not many people have picked up on this yet, which is surprising to me. But most people that I've seen have missed that Scott has updated the web text inside of the website. So the schedule information is the same. It's stuff that I didn't touch on in my last video because I hadn't discovered it. But now I thought, I should probably look, and that stuff is the same. So I think that a lot of people looked at it and they're like, oh, it's not different. But if you look under that, it says a lot of interesting things. So it says Client Directory 001, and then it looks like it says CHICA'S Party World. Now it's hard to tell because most of the vowels are taken out. And it's not even all of the vowels, because there's an A in the Chica, but I can only assume it's Chica, because what they do when, I guess Scott did, is when you're trying to make something as condensed as possible, you take out as many letters as you can with it still making sense, and I believe that's what he did. If it just said CHCS, it could have meant anything, so I think he wanted us to know that it was Chica's Party World. And I think that is the establishment that we will be playing in, or it's a two-part theory. It's kind of either or that is the location, the sister location still. However, we are not there, and I'll get on to why I think that we are in. I don't know what it is, but it's AFTN Robotics. That's all I know. So, if you guys have an idea of what AFTN can stand for, you just let me know, but let me just read through the rest of this. So, this looks like it's part of a website or something along those lines, because it looks like it's client directory 001 Chica's Party World, and then / birthday accessories / novelties. So it sounds like it's a URL, like they're looking through their website and they need to click on things, and maybe they want a at-home party with their novelties. Now, client directory 002 has a similar thing, private birthday booking. I don't know what 50L stands for, and I have zero idea. But then children entity, and so I'm assuming that that's maybe a group of animatronics such as these, or maybe it's the children that are wanting the party to happen. And then birthday props / novelties. So again, it looks like a URL. It has most of the makings of a URL. It's not perfectly, it's not exactly a URL, but it's close enough to make it feel like it's either like robotic programming or a URL, and it could be both. Like I was just thinking about this earlier. It could be maybe a robot that is giving these options to people, like an animatronic, and they are speaking to it, and this is the directory for its information. There's no real way to know until the game comes out, or until more information comes out. So the next one is client directory 003, and then CRMN, don't know what that means, and then either maybe installation or installment or instance, and then / project. Don't know what that is. That could be just the name of this picture, because it's called project. The when you save the picture as, it says it's called project. So the next one, which is the most interesting to me, is service log. So this kind of freaked me out, because all of the other ones so far are they just look like more information on the establishment that we're at or that we are working with. But this one is very different. This one says service log and then maintenance. So basically, what I'm thinking is that the sister location is giving their animatronics, once they are out of service or need maintenance, they send them to a place that focuses on robotics, a place that can build these animatronics. And I believe that this is where we are, not at the sister location, but the place that services the animatronics for the sister location. And the reason I believe this is because service log maintenance care of, which is the C/O, AFTN robotics. So I don't know what the AFTN stands for. I'm sorry if I'm missing something that's super obvious, but you can't miss the service log maintenance care of. So that means what it means to me is that they're taking these animatronics, they're saying, okay, well, this one is not in service, maybe there's a problem with it, maybe it's just a scheduled maintenance like in the calendar up at the top. However, this appears to be maintenance either way, and they're putting their animatronics in the care of this robotics company. And that is my theory, essentially, is that we're not at the sister location, we are at the robotics repair and maintenance place, essentially, this company that makes these robotics, and that would be absolutely terrifying. That would explain a lot of things, like the underground feel, it feels like a lab, the looks of all these really shiny brand new animatronics. It looks like a kid's never even touched them, let alone laid eyes upon them. So yeah, because things get grubby as soon as a kid looks at something, trust me. I have babysat for long enough to know that. But anyway, so that's kind of what I'm thinking, because none of these places have looked like they take place in any sort of establishment. Most of the other pictures that had to do with the animatronics previously in the previous games, as far as I remember, most of them looked like they were going to be in a pizzeria of some kind, and this so far, the trailer, everything has been pointing more towards somewhere that is not a actual location, but maybe works with one. So that is my theory. I hope you guys liked it. Also, one more thing. It says don't hold it against us. That is something that we are assuming that Baby was saying, but it could also be Biddy Bab, because it is right here in front of them saying don't hold it against us, which is quite terrifying, because I will hold it against them. I don't care what they say. That face is just, it's one of those faces that adults will create in things like cartoons or toys, that they're like, oh man, kids will love the heck out of this, and then it looks like that and it freaks everybody out. It's like dolls in real life. Like if you go to a store and look at any doll, probably 50% of them are creepy as fudge, especially when in the right light. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the right light. It looks freaky as heck. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. These guys look absolutely horrifying. They have no hair. They're completely bald. And, yeah, they're just little babies. And Baby is above them watching. And that is absolutely the scariest thing. So, I hope you guys liked this video. Sorry that there's no face cam. I thought that the video would look a bit better this way. But you guys let me know what you guys think about that too, and I will see all of you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Drop.